Hi, this is my overview of the Mitsubishi LT-640 linear tracking turntable. As you can see, it's a vertical. It's kind of strange. It doesn't lay down. The only way you can play it is standing up like that. I had looked on YouTube and around on the internet, and there just wasn't a lot of info on this, so I figured I'd do this in case, I don't know, somebody else is interested in one of these things. Starting at the bottom, it's got the power button, no LED indicator or anything. Over here, 3345 selector, a repeat function. There are LEDs above those, I'll show you in a minute. Start button, lift cue, and stop. And once the record is spinning and playing, these kind of have a dual function. You can use the start and the stop, you see the arrows above it, to move the tone arm back and forth. I was kind of curious about the tone arm. All the innards are up in there, they're hidden. Supposedly there's a way you can adjust the tracking force and all that good crap, but it works, plays. I'm going to leave it alone. The tone arm it just floats. It's just a counterweight that provides the tracking force. It does move back and forth freely. Got the little lock thing still there, which is cool. Got the 45 adapter, I guess that's the factory one. That's pretty neat. And it does have a glass, like a cabinet type cover with a little magnetic latch that opens up. It shipped without it. I hadn't stuck it on there yet. I figured I'd film it and show it off before I put that on there. This deal, I kind of wondered about that. It's just plastic. It's got like a silk screen deal on there. And it really, see, this just floats in there. This is really just to keep you from losing this thing. And you can see there's a groove notch here. Goes over, it's got a detent bit that holds the record in place. But yeah, this is just a keeper, just to keep you from losing this deal. And another thing, it's got automatic size selection, and I think the way this works is there's a lamp up in there, and there are other lamps up in here that control the tracking arm, and I've heard that they can burn out and such, but they seem to work. But back to that, there's a little light in there, and you see these slots in the turntable. Two of these actually have little prisms in them. This one has two prisms down here and here. This was a dummy. This one has prisms. That one's a dummy. I think the light shines through here and down through those prisms, and that's how it knows the speed and what size record you got on there. But anyway, let me see if I can show you how it works. I'll start off with a 33. It's a regular album. It says 33. Woohoo! Just goes on. It's pretty solid. It's heavy. I've heard they'll fall over, but it's a heavy guy. Probably weighs about 20 or 30 pounds. Record goes on there. Boop, snap that deal on there. It's on. Check it out. Hit start. I did notice when it moves over, it slid into the groove, and then the head moved over a little bit. I don't know if that's normal or not, but you can do the cue thing. It lifts the tone arm, and you can move it over and cue the next song. It doesn't have any kind of automatic sensing thing. You got to eyeball it. You're supposed to use this right here and find the number along this, and then find the number along this, and then ain't nobody got time for that. But it's got a repeat function. It's got a red light for that. It's got a light for 33 to 45. And then to stop it, look at this face age shit right there, man. Done. And now the 45 And yeah, I didn't mess with the speed selector. I hadn't even touched it yet. I figure if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because I got a bad habit of fixing stuff till it's broke. But I hadn't touched the speed selector at all. Stick the 45 on there. Lock it in. Hit the start. Oh my God, how in the hell does it know? And there we go, it plays the 45. And it's pretty much just your basic turntable from there. I got it off repeat right now. Dun 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 dun. And that's it. But pretty nifty little piece of gear. Oh, I forgot to mention this. On all the pictures I could see, I couldn't figure out what the hell this hole right here was, but beside it says lead in adjust, and I'm guessing that has something to do with the angle of the tone arm, but for now it's working. I might get into it and mess with that a little bit later on, but I'm just going to enjoy it and play some records for now. But that's it. The MGA Mitsubishi Integrated Logic Control Linear Tracking Turntable Model LT-640.